Why are you using headphones? Do you still use headphones? So what she did was she took a picture of me using headphones from the internet and she sent it to me and she said, why are you using headphones? Okay, so in terms of the headphones that we use, I think that every consulting room here at HypnoFit has got headphones, and when I use headphones for all my deep trance sessions, and all my therapists use them for deep trance sessions. So when we're removing negative emotions from the past, we don't need to use headphones. What I do is I put just a nice hypnotic trance sound or music at the back as I'm talking, just nice and gentle, but I don't use headphones. With the headphones, I use them for deep trance, and that's when we're talking about anything in terms of suggestions that they need to adhere to for the future. And so what that does is it actually magnifies your voice. And if you have any clients who are hard of hearing, it's wonderful because they can hear your voice very clearly. So you don't have to raise your voice. You can speak nice and slowly and gently, and they can hear your voice almost like an echo come through. So it's quite hypnotic. And we also put a hypnotic trance sound at the back, which helps clients just have the most amazing experience. They love it. They absolutely love it. And they feel like something huge is happening to them. Now, further to that, I'm all about efficiency. I don't have time to do things out of session for clients, and neither do my therapists. So if we're recording a session, all we need to do is press record on the actual recorder, and we've done a recording for the client. So we don't have to then do a recording outside of session. So effectively, while we're getting paid, we are doing a couple of things at the same time, which is giving them therapy and also recording a great audio for them, a great hypnosis audio. So that's why I use headphones, for all of those reasons. It magnifies the experience, it gives them a great hypnotic experience, it takes them into trance a lot easier. They've got the great hypnotic sound in the background, and we can also record at the same time. So for all of those reasons, for deep trance work, we always use a recorder, always. So I've gone through a number in my time. So in the last 10 years, I have churned through a number of them. It is important to get good quality headphones. I have learned from my mistake that when we've been in a rush and bought some headphones that were not as high quality, they will break really easily, and they're just not comfortable. So make sure that you get good quality headphones. If you actually do a search on this site under headphones, you will see my answer in terms of exactly the type of headphones that we have here at HypnoFit, and the kind of recorder that we have as well. So I thoroughly recommend that you do have good equipment in your hypnosis practice. And by good equipment, what I mean is a high quality recorder and a really good chair. So they're the two things I've never ever skimped on. So every consulting room has a beautiful leather recliner, and every consulting room has a recorder with headphones. So, they're your equipment. So don't skimp on your equipment, because the better quality stuff lasts longer, okay? All right, so that's answering your question on headphones. Next question. So this is Rhonda, who attended my May retreat. When you give the potential client a choice between program A and program B, how many sessions do they tend to average? It just depends. We tend to attract a lot of people here at HypnoFit who have got a lot of emotional baggage that we need to deal with. And so the average program is probably around 12 sessions. Half of those sessions will be spent on removing negative emotions, limiting beliefs, anxiety, depression, and the other half are spent on whatever they're here for. It could be weight loss or whatever else. So the average is 12. Anything from 9 to 12 is the average. She said, is there a minimum amount of sessions? There is a minimum amount of sessions depending on how the client presents themselves in the free consultation. So if you want to understand more about that, I do have a complimentary webinar that I can give you that talks all about how I determine the number of sessions per client. So if you are interested, just put your email address in the comments below and I would be very happy to email that to you. So for example, here at HypnoFit, what I have found, seeing literally thousands of clients here, is that with our weight loss clients, about 80% of them have got emotional issues and emotional baggage that we need to get rid of first, even though they come here for weight loss. About 20% are honestly quite happy people who have got a good support system and have just got themselves into bad habits. So those two types of clients need to be treated very differently. They're not the same type of client. So I have always maintained, hey Rowan, I have always maintained that with regards to your weight loss clients, that any hypnotherapist who can hypnotize can help a client lose weight in the short term, but that's not what the end goal is. The end goal is not for them to lose weight in the short term. The end goal is for us to help them break their habits for the long term. And so therefore, if they do have emotional, negative emotions, limiting beliefs that we need to overcome first, what we need to do is we need to get rid of that stuff first. So that kind of client will have more sessions than the client who's coming here and they're really quite happy in their life and they just simply need a weight loss program. So the minimum that we will give for weight loss is 6 sessions if they don't have emotional issues. Now you might be thinking, oh yeah, but I can't sell programs with that many sessions. Yes, you can. You just don't know how to. Okay? All you need to do is learn how to, and I can teach you exactly what you need to say to make that happen. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that when you convince the client of the value they're going to get, they will do what it takes if they are committed to the outcome. You've just got to prove the value. So you can absolutely convince your client to do the right program for them. So it's all about giving them the best results for their long-term success, not for their short-term success, because short-term success in my mind, it doesn't count. Anybody can do that. Anybody can help them do that. It's all about what's going to happen after seeing you and they've been triggered in some way emotionally. Are they going to go and resort to that extra bottle of wine? Are they going to go and resort to old eating habits? If you haven't dealt with it in the session, if you haven't dealt with those negative emotions in the session, yes, they will. But if you have dealt with it, then no, they won't. Rowan's saying, I love the sound of that webinar, RE sessions. Yep, okay, no worries, Rowan, I'll send it to you. No problem. So with regards to the amount of sessions that you work out, it's based on how the client presents themselves to you in the free consultation. So if they present themselves with high vibes, positive energy, good support system, good relations with their family, but they've just got some bad habits that we need to deal with, that is a different story to those clients who we need to help them with depression and anxiety and all the rest of that. So there is no one size fits all. You've got to be very clear on that. Now, I explain that ad infinitum at my half-day workshops. So I give examples and I run through that whole process. So if you are in, Melbourne, Brisbane, Sydney, Auckland, actually I'm introducing a new workshop in Auckland because Auckland's been sold out for this Sunday. We are sold out, but I am going again, I've decided, because it sells out ridiculously quickly in Auckland. So in September, Auckland, Brisbane, Sydney, and Melbourne, those 4 cities, all you need to do is go to my link above and come to my half-day workshop and I'll explain it to you properly. For those of you who can't attend the live event, I'll be happy to send you the webinar, okay? So, but of course it's not the same experience as going to the live events. If you can go to the live event, go to the live event. It's not the same experience. You have a completely different experience when it's live and you can ask all the questions you want. So I hope that answers your question. So that's how you determine how many clients, how many sessions they need. So whether they have emotional issues, they don't have emotional issues, how much weight they've got to lose. So for instance, when I've had morbidly obese people who have been, 150 kilos, seeing them for a few sessions is not going to cut it, is it? And it's likely that if they're morbidly obese, they've got emotional baggage as well. It's very likely. So with those kind of clients, we could see them for 18 sessions because we've got a long path ahead of us in terms of helping them sustain that weight loss over a long period of time. So it just depends. So in terms of your question, what's the minimum amount of sessions for weight loss? It would be 6 without emotional baggage. What's the maximum we give? 18 is our biggest package. Do we give clients more than that? Yes. It could be that they want maintenance sessions after the program's finished. It might be that they want to come once a month, once every 6 weeks. And so yes, we do see clients for a longer period of time if they want it. Sometimes they just want to come and see you and they want that reinforcement and they want to be in your presence and they want to sit in your chair, they want to feel good. So, if they want to do that, you offer them maintenance sessions. They'll still get value every time. Ego strengthening work, they'll still get value every single time. So I hope that's answered your question.